Stadium in Conway, South Carolina would appear to be a far cry from the classic. But Chaucer would be very proud of the fight that his Chanticleers will bring to the teal. We're really looking forward to this matchup. We've got a team that's made its way into the top 25, now trying to pass an all-important road test. As we'll see, the number 14 team in the country, the Baylor Bears,
all right, here we go.
taking on a team from Conference USA, the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Bears ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Chanticleers offense takes the field to start this game off. And here comes the big fella, a staple of this aerial attack, Jesse.
And he's a guy they can line up all over the field, David. There's matchups out there waiting to be taken advantage of.
Yeah, and it's so nice to be able to do that. It makes it easy to play quarterback when you can feature a guy like this that's fast, big, and strong.
And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing.
The pitch. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
Just a simple power play. Power football. Be strong, be big, be physical. Make it a fourth-quarter game. Make them feel you, keep them off balance.
And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. And the Chanticleers will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll run the option. Now the toss. Still on his feet at the 45. Bringing the heat. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run the option. Now the toss.
Knew this offense wanted to come into this one, establishing the run, guys. They didn't even attempt to throw on their first drive. They were more physical than pushing guys around up front. This guy caps it off with a nice touchdown.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished it off with a 17-yard touchdown run. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. So Baylor's offense has the ball for the first time. And you'd better be sharp throwing the football to the outside, Jesse, because both of these teams have lock-up corners.
And they're really good at baiting you into throwing their way as well. You've got to be careful. And David, I like these guys too because they're not afraid to get their face in the fan and support the run game.
No doubt. And it's fun because when you're a defense and you can shut down half the field, you can do so many different things to give other guys help because you trust these guys on an island outside.
That quarterback putting his face in the fan, I love it. Coming up quickly, making a tackle in space.
They'll try to pop the draw. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out. It's not like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it.
And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And all defenses talk about it. Sacks, tackles for a loss, affecting the quarterback the best way you can. The first drive of the game already getting home. Nice start for this defense.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And the returner will be brought down. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball. Afterburners coming. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
Now the pitch. Good pickup on that play, opening up 2nd and 4. Went with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. On the option. Now the pitch. And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats. The shot that clears will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Trying to pound it in. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. 2nd and goal for the offense. Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Missouri has the lead right now. Columbia has just been jumping all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 4 over Florida State. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. 1st and 10 coming up. He's looking to throw it. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. After the misfire now on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Bennett. Working that left side now. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the 1st quarter. That's the end of the period, and Coastal Carolina has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the 1st period as we look at the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the 2nd. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. They've changed into the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure. It's a 1st down.
And that's all you want, right? You want that 1st down, understand the situation, understand I got to get north and south, get a 1st down, get a new set of downs.
And the Bears are flying down the field. Wide out in motion. Right back to the well. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6.
How about the linebacker right there? They make calls and they play in coverage, but if you're a linebacker, you better be physical, and that dude came downhill. Somebody might want to block him up front, Palmer. Downhill and laid the lumber.
Yeah, they definitely weren't able to chip up and get him on that one. I'll tell you, a hit like that, that makes you think twice about wanting to run the football between the tackles for the rest of this game, because that dude has got some bad intentions.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down shot. The Bears send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. They've jumped on them, executing at a high level and up 14-0, David.
This is the exact start what you want. I mean, offense is playing great. Defense has gotten stops. You're in a position now, Palmer, to put the hammer down and get a 3-possession lead.
I'm really impressed with their physicality on both sides of the ball early in this one. They've been winning in the trenches.
And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game, and ball's slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
He's got him still on his feet. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. They're going to run it. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
And how about that? That's 2 really good plays in a row by this defense. They gave up a lot of yards to get down here, throwing their necks up. It's most important when you get it.
He'll hold it and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Bears! Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go. They got the points they needed.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They're lining up to kick it off, and he ought to be able to knock this one anywhere he wants after that extra 15 yards with the roughing the kicker. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or you trust him right away.
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
You can't let the same guy beat you over and over and over again. You got to make adjustments. Sometimes you got to bring more guys in the box, more guys to the football, and make sure he's not the one who beat you.
Goes to the option. He'll toss it. At the 45 on his way. A tremendous run. He was full bore after taking that pitch. Just sweet execution. And the shot to clears have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at 2nd down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on 1st down.
He'll ride his man on the option. Quick toss. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Keep it on the ground. Tough, hard-nosed running. He got 3, but he needed 4. It's 4th down and 1. This offense gets into plus territory. They're going to go for it regardless of their field goal kicker's range. He'll toss it. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. From that spot on the field, it almost takes the decision out of there. You almost have to go for it.
Well, you think about what punting gives you. Punting, you could end up with 15, 20 yards. That would be awful. So you have to go for it. Put your offense on the field. Listen, these are the situations where you trust your offense. If you want to score a lot of points and you want to listen to analytics, you absolutely go for this.
The shot that clears trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. On the option. He'll pitch it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and I love running the football down the red zone. You've got to be able to do it. And 1st down, obviously, is the right down to do it. But now, limits the options a little bit more. 2nd down after that loss of yards play.
And as the clock is winding down here in the 1st half, they'll send out the field goal team. It's good. He hits that one right down the middle. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, tough to beat the pageantry and tradition there in Conway. about a first half from that dude out of the backfield. He's been a total game changer. And how many top plays moments have we seen on missed tackles alone? Video game moves from one of the shiftiest players in all of college football.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. And the returner will be dragged down. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high rate.
He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. After the incompletion, looking at second down. Dropping back, it's Bennett. He makes the connection. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do
Open runway ahead. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Looking to throw. He's got it. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2. Second and goal for this offense.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find it.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
It's a big-time moment for the defense. They're creating a negative play, getting the sack with the opponent right down on the goal line. Now that they backed him up a little bit, a touchdown doesn't seem like it's just a gimme.
Wants to fire it in the end zone on third and goal. Steps away to find some room. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Baylor! The field position was bad. The finish was great. Great way to answer that poor field position.
poor field position, no problem. How about it? Great job by the offensive coordinator. This offense getting in a good rhythm early, even backed up, even in a predictable situation. Great job coming out.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. The option look. He'll toss it. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
When you're a defense, you stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got to go on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
They wrestle him to the ground, and he's got plenty for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll pitch it. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding. Offense.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. They've put themselves in a hole to start. It's 1st and 20. Now on the option. The pitch. Makes a man miss. And a big play there on the option. The pitch was executed perfectly.
Nice job getting outside, right? Those running backs, they get on those tracks, they run outside. Now they're in the open field. It's so tough. Those safeties are flying down, try to get an angle, but you can tell the speed sets them up, makes the big play out to the right.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. And the Chanticleers have it with a 1st and 10. Here comes the option. Now the toss. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Coastal. start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, dude.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now, and you score so quickly. It's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being aggressive.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Bully ball on 3rd and short. Tackle is made after the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And this sophomore quarterback just put it out there a little too far. The timing needs to be precise on those out routes, and the quarterback just gave him too much ground to cover.
And you got to know when to throw that. Right when he's breaking out of his break, I got to pick the ball and put it on him. And you can tell the timing was a little bit off, just a little too much juice from the QB.
He's brought down solid. Pick up a little bit short of the first down. That's the end of the period, and Coastal Carolina has the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor, both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Lining up, trying to convert this 3rd and short from the 40. To the air, it's Bennett. Got his man quickly. He's at the 10. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Bears! Lead in the game, and the confidence is building. If only there's enough time to finish.
Time is ticking, but man, you gave yourself a chance now. Now the defense, go out, do your job. We got the moment. If you give me the ball back, I'm going to win. Let's go, defense.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. On the option. Now the toss. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
I know the passing game sells. The passing game is exciting. It's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop all around, but it will be very successful.
That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6. The shot that clears will send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Slips through the line. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. From the gun, running back gets to give. At the 40, there he goes. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. And the Bears are in the hurry-up.
And this guy is elite. There's a reason why he starts in this offense. You just saw the speed and the open field running ability on that last play. And this is a guy that is going to be key to the entire season for this offense.
What is this?
And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
A lot of times defenses blitz to stop the run. This very play right here, blitz the linebacker, but man, the offense did a great job. Everybody understood what they saw. Running back understood. Pick up a nice positive gain, and they were trying to get a blitz and maybe create a tackle for a loss.
They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal. And if they want to take the lead, can't be thinking field goal here. They'll need a touchdown to go up in the 4th. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Baylor! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Man, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel comfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
Coastal Carolina has it. The shot to clear offense headed back to the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, they had bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job, nice play call by the offense.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct running down the middle.
Now the pitch. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
They'll run the option. Now the pitch. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection. We reached the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. On the option. Quick toss. And that's what this option will do to you. They got the pitch man free, and he was off to the races.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Goes to the option. He'll toss it. Touchdown, Coastal Carolina. And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the 4th quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
If he makes this one, the lead will be 3, and at least a field goal won't beat you. And it's good, and he's got the lead up to 3 late. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Buffalo is in front. They've represented Western New York so well today, but they still have to finish the job, and that's not a given. They're up by 7 over Georgia State. For now, it's back to you fellows, but of course, if anything changes, we'll see it right here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Gets it out fast. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. To the air, it's Bennett. Finds his big tight end. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Using his feet to buy time. He's going to take off. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Short hands, it's Washington. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Makes the grab outside. Touchdown Bears! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
Yeah, and a nice job in the 4th quarter making plays, and a nice job being on the same page. QB, receiver. You can tell he broke with the football. He caught it in stride, gets into the end zone. Nice pitch and catch right there. Nice chemistry by the QB and wide receiver.
And and the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. And they're going to have to fight this defense, and they're also up against it with time, Jesse.
Yeah, no doubt, Reese. And this quarterback now, he's going to have to show off his poise, David. They practice these late-game situations, but how's this guy going to respond?
And I got a little bit of time to work with here, so I watch the defense, and if they're going to drop back and play real conservative like they tend to do late in the game, let's get a few shots over the middle first before we have to take that deep shot.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Moore will throw. He's going up top here late in the game. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
Hey, listen, it's hard for an offense. When you're trailing late in the game, you've got to throw to get back in. The defense already knows it anyway. On top of that, you've got this weather that you have to deal with. These conditions are not conducive to playing pitch and catch. This is a big uphill battle for this offense.
Didn't get much, picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. This quarterback happy enough to take a knee and head to the locker room, but the defense still does have a couple of timeouts if they want to use them. I know this is disappointing, but plenty of teams have suffered early losses and come back to have great seasons. I mean, think of 1983 Miami, one of the great teams of all time. Blown out in the opener, won the national championship.
Well, some of us weren't alive. Everybody probably playing this game wasn't alive with that comment. But yeah, great example, Reese. But listen, your season isn't over. Things still down the road for you to look forward to, still improve on, can still have all of your dreams out in front of you. But 83, Jesse, I know you would.